Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Hey, I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highway, and it's so hot here in Dallas that we have to film indoors. But I'll tell you something else. You know what else is really hot? The real estate market. Yeah, it is heating up once again. Now, by every measure that's out there, home values are now looking at all-time highs. In 2022, we had a big run-up in the first half of the year, then prices cooled the second half of the year, but they've recovered here in 2023, and we are once again at all-time high measures. So why is that? Why is that so many people got that wrong, and why couldn't they understand the housing market? It's because home values are based on supply and demand. And while people talk about affordability, we know that there's still an overwhelming amount of qualified buyers, and there's just not enough inventory, so home values get pushed up. Plus, incomes have been going up as well to mitigate that. Look, last year, everybody called for a housing bubble. We forecasted 5.5%, came in at 6%, pretty close to a bullseye. Now this year, we think it'll be 6.8%, and that's in line with just about all the other measures of home price appreciation. They're looking at somewhere between 5 and 10% for 2023. That creates a lot of wealth, and values are expected to go up even further into the future.
Hey there, I'm Jorge Montoya, your host for American Dream TV, and I'd like to welcome you to the biggest little city in the world, my hometown, Reno, Nevada. Ever since my wife and I moved here in 2011, we have been amazed at all of the change our city has gone through. New foods, new restaurants, new bars, and of course, entertainment. And the best part of all, an excellent place to raise a family. So having said that, let me introduce you to the best part of the Montoya family, my wife. Let's go meet her. As promised, meet my wife.
Hi, I'm Nadya Montoya, and as Jorge mentioned, we wanted to share with you a few things why we chose Reno to raise our family. I would say my favorite thing about being here is that I can take the kids to different classes. We do gymnastics, we do swimming lessons, ballet.
So we obviously love all the kid activities. There's a great university for those parents that have kids and want their kids to go to college, but we've also got a pretty cool and unique backyard. Tell us about that.
Lake Tahoe, which is only 45 minutes away. And that is also another reason why I love living in Reno, because we're so close to enjoying the outdoors, especially in the summer, enjoying just swimming on the lake, watching the sunrise, seeing the sunset with our kids. It's just a really special experience to have that as our backyard.
We appreciate it so, so much. It is a true wonderland backyard, and it has become a destination, right? It's always so busy.
Oh yeah. And it's great for adults and kids.
Absolutely. So thanks so much for sharing with our viewers what we love about Reno. I appreciate you so much. So in Reno, Nevada, we also mean business, and I'm talking the fight business. Come check out my gym. Our local fight community is strong and growing as we have multiple arts, and today we are checking out the gym where I train, Elite Boxing. Come on in. All right, well, here we are at Elite Boxing and CrossFit, and I'm joined by Jared Santos, who is the head boxing coach. How you doing, Jared?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Well, tell us about Jared. Who's Jared? Where'd you grow up? Why Elite?
So yeah, I grew up here in Reno, Nevada. I had the opportunity to box for UNR, the university out here. 2015 NCBA national champion, and I was a 3-time All-American for the university, and I was able to get a job here and continue coaching and helping out in the boxing community.
Nice, nice. So in other words, Jared is dangerous. He can throw some hands. So we met 3 years ago, and I just fell in love with the sport. I think boxing is truly an art. I know that this type of sport can be rather intimidating for a lot of people, right? So how do you eliminate that intimidation? Like, do you offer different classes? What do you offer here?
Yeah, here at the gym, it's very welcoming because I'm going to train you the same way that I would train somebody that wanted to fight. However, you're not going to be forced to fight or anything. So it's a very welcoming environment in that sense. You're going to learn fundamentals. And it's a mix of people that are here for fitness, and then there are people here that we have a competition team.
So tell us about your kids program. What are you doing with kids? What age groups?
Yeah, our kids program will take them, as young as 5 years old, and then we'll train them up. The kids program is really important because that's where a lot of the ground game of confidence and to instill self-respect comes from sports, especially in young boys.
Yeah.
So it's really important to have an outlet for kids to come and do that.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Jared. I really appreciate you taking the time to share about Elite Boxing. And for those of you that have never tried this, give it a shot. I will warn you, you will get hooked. I hope to see you here. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time on American Dream TV. Have a good one.
Everybody, I'm so glad that you're here joining me in Arlington today for another episode of Financing the American Dream. This city is filled with vibrant neighborhoods and is a tourist hotspot. Interestingly, Arlington was named for the 6th year in a row as the fittest city in the nation. We're going to be meeting with my friend Jason. Jason is a $100 million producer and one of the fittest guys that I know. He's going to tell us about Arlington and what makes it so fun. Let's go. Jason!
Hey, Heather.
How are you?
Great, nice seeing you.
This place is incredible.
I know, I love it here. Welcome. So Arlington, as you mentioned, has got such a thriving outdoor community. Tons of people ride bikes and run and play outside. We are at one of my favorite places. Want to have a little tour?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, let me show you around.
Let's do it.
Hey, George.
Hey Jason, what's up man?
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Where are we?
We're in Conti's Bike Shop. This is one of our 8 stores in the DMV area. We have 2 in Arlington, and this is our newest location.
What kinds of things are you doing here at Conti's to help people in the area be successful with cycling?
What you would consider as a full-service bike shop. So along with lots of different types of bikes and equipment and knowledge, we also have full-service workshops able to work on any bikes, whether it's mechanical or e-bikes. And we have a bike fit-in business as well. So everybody has the same contact points on the bike. And there's limitations with range of motion, flexibility, asymmetry in the body. And we have fitting services that measure that, assess it, and then build the bike to fit the rider's needs so that they're sustainable on the bike. On contibikes.com, we have a section called Ride and Events, from super fast hammerfests for the ultra fit to very inclusive, family-orientated group rides.
I can't keep up with those fast ones. Hey, George, thanks again for your time. I really appreciate it. Let's go for a bike ride soon.
Certainly, anytime.
Jason, you have a really interesting background. You were in the cycling business for over 20 years, and then you worked in the design build industry. What are you doing now?
I'm selling houses. Like I said, I spent more than 2 decades working with bicycles. After I was done with that, I moved into the design build industry, and I learned the ins and outs of renovating homes and building homes and evaluating lots for major restorations, renovation. Everything was going great there, but I was recruited out of that job to be a realtor.
How does your design build background help you with your clients today?
I can go into a home with them and look at the structure, look at the condition, and know that we can do these few things to help them achieve their goals, or maybe we can't do those things and we have to find a whole different property. I've got this great team of people that can come in and help with the design work and the construction, all the way to the fine finishes, and be ready to have somebody move right into their house, all done.
I heard that you actually will get on your bike and ride to a prospective location, house, site to determine whether it's going to be a good fit for your client's lifestyle. Is that right?
If we're looking for a home in a specific area, I can ride to the house we're looking at, and then I'll ride from that house to their office, and I'll be able to let them know the commute is safe, or it's not so safe, or the trail access is just right over here, and it'll help inform them how they're going to live their life both at work and at home and between those two spaces comfortably and easily.
That's amazing. I don't know any other agent that would do that.
Don't be fooled, it's just an excuse for me to go ride bicycles. Speaking of which, let's go ride some bikes.
Yeah, let's do it, totally.
We're here at the intersection of the Custis Trail and the W and OD bike path. This is the beginning of the 16-mile loop that circumnavigates all of Arlington.
Jason, thank you for joining us today, showing us around Arlington.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Financing the American Dream.
Hello and welcome to Financing the American Dream. I'm your host, Nick Capretta, and today we're going to go on an extraordinary journey and visit two unbelievable companies. The first, a high-end custom home builder. The second, a furniture store that prides itself on handcrafted pieces. These companies aren't just about business, they're about vision, passion, and the American dream. You know what time it is. Let's go. With Jeff and Kelsey of the Steel Group. Jeff, we talked a lot about your past and what got you here today.
So I left home when I was 13 years old and spent 11 years studying to be a Catholic priest. I spent some years abroad during that time period and ultimately decided that that wasn't the path for me. So I was 24 years old when I came home back to Cincinnati, where I lived with my parents for a little bit, before my dad finally convinced me to go to college. So I built my own house here at Evans Farm, and then since then we've built 8 homes here at Evans Farm. So that's kind of been our launch off point, is building homes here at Evans Farm.
You take a lot of what your customers want to mind, right, when you're building a home. I know that we're standing in a spec home right now that really you guys came up with the design, and Kelsey kind of some of the key features, and we were talking about functionality design. Like help me understand what that concept is and how you guys have put it in play with this home today.
When we're building a house, we're building it so that whomever comes in lives in it, lives well, lives the way they need to for them and their family.
You know, you did a really nice job of actually fitting it into the overall design. I've noticed the furniture here is exquisite. There's a little story behind that, and maybe there might even be an opportunity to go check out where it was made.
From what I like to say is that Jeff is he's from a family of entrepreneurs, and with the connection that he has to Amish Originals Furniture Company in Uptown Westerville, we worked with them because they're the best of the best when it comes to furniture.
Well, I'm very excited to go check that place out. It'll be nice to kind of see what they do and how they do it. All right, so I'm here at Amish Originals with Beth and Mike. So Mike, give me a little idea of what it is you guys do and how you work with the Amish community.
Well, we work with 100 different crafters that specialize in different pieces. Most of our pieces are all custom built to order for the customer. You can do different designs, styles, whatever's going to fit your space the best.
So we just came from a beautiful custom home. What was really exciting to see is the different materials and colors, and really even how it fit within the space. Like, help me understand how that happened.
One of the reasons why a lot of our customers come back as returning customers is we can do a lot of customization.
We also pride ourselves in being able to fit into different niches because of our ability to customize so much. So we can transition our furniture into a newer home, but we can also, if somebody's updating a 1940s farmhouse, we can also fit furniture that would go with that style as well.
All right, that was an amazing journey on craftsmanship and custom work. Mike, Beth, thank you very much from Amish Originals. Also, special thanks to Jeff and Kelsey over at the Steel Group. We had a great day. We'll see you next time.
Welcome to Financing the American Dream. I'm your host, Pamela Riesenberg, and I'm here at Ellie's Farmhouse in Methuen, Massachusetts. We're here to meet CEO and President Rick Angelo to tell us why his farm to table is enjoyed by everyone around New England and why they come here, because it's a different restaurant than anything you've seen before. I'm going to show you the kitchen, which he calls the engine, and why he uses the fresh ingredients and why he came here from Connecticut to open this place here. Let's join him inside and find out what it's all about.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Rick.
How are you?
Table for one?
Absolutely. Come on in, let me show you around.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Of course.
Yeah, just show me around Ellie's Farmhouse. We're excited to be here, and we love to learn all about farm to fresh.
Thanks for coming. Let me show you the engine.
Okay, let's go to the engine.
The engine I call our kitchen. It's like a car, right? So it could be all nice, have outside look all pretty, but if the engine isn't good, what are you gonna have?
Right.
Nothing. So those guys in there, that's my engine.
Okay.
So I tell them, hey, how's the engine doing? And then we take pictures, and you'll check out our social media, and you'll see pictures. I do like to do it on like a Saturday, Sunday, we're on an hour wait.
Right.
And I'm like, guys, time out. Take a selfie. And, and they're like, right now? And
That's
I'm
how
like,
you keep up the morale, right?
It's fun.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fun.
like, listen, it's breakfast and lunch. We're going to create good food.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You gotta have fun. Why did you pick Methuen, Massachusetts, of all places, to open up Ellie's? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, it's crazy considering I live in Connecticut, right?
Right.
But my brother actually used to manage the Texas Roadhouse next door. So when I started thinking of a breakfast concept and whatnot, he was like, hey, you know, they're closing the Fuddruckers. Why don't you look at it? And then I looked at it and I love the location. The town was great.
So Rick, today's your 3-year anniversary. So that means that you started during COVID. So how did that impact being a brand new restaurant owner in that crazy time?
Yeah, you know, it changed everything. Like what you thought was gonna work,
Right.
no one was gonna see. Like no one wanted to come in here and sit.
Right.
Like no matter what. But there was a couple things. We got to take like CDC compliance and whatnot. And because we weren't open yet, we got to build a restaurant for a pandemic, which we were at an advantage where we didn't have to change what we did. We just had to build it this way. So that worked out. And I think it worked to our advantage that we were new, because new means clean.
Right.
So they're like, oh, we have a clean new place. There's no germs.
Yes.
So it actually worked in our favor. So the people that did come were like, wow, and like, you're genuinely fresh. Like, yeah.
I know you do a lot for your employees, but tell me how you keep that base together as a team.
I'm just the coach.
Yep.
Coaches don't win games.
Right.
Players win games.
Mm-hmm.
So I need really good players, and you need to build up your players so they feel valuable. So when there's a moment, they can take advantage, they're ready for that moment.
Yeah.
So you train them, you respect them. What I get mad at is when I don't give them everything they need to be successful. Like if you work hard, you want to be treated that way, right? Like you want to be respected. Right. So that's how I respond best, so that's how I treat them.
I really appreciate you showing me around, Rick, and Yeah. I look forward to coming here for years to come, and I can't wait. I'll check out your other location when I'm in Connecticut.
You're the best.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Pam.
All right, have a good one.
Welcome to Financing the American Dream. I am your host, Tracy Story, and today I am in the amazing city of Chula Vista in San Diego's South Bay. Chula Vista is known for its rich history and also has a reputation for being one of the fastest growing cities in the region. They are also known for their award-winning schools. Currently, I am at the Bayfront, where there is a massive development underway that will forever change the face and the footprint of this town.
Hey!
Hey! Hi, Scott. Thanks for being here today.
Well, thanks for having me.
So, Scott, tell us about this incredible project that started last summer.
Well, this is the Gaylord Pacific Resort and Convention Center. It's going to be about 1,600 rooms, and it's one of the first luxury resorts down here in South Bay, San Diego. The Convention Center is going to be a whopping 275,000 square feet. And not to mention, they're also including in the other areas of this development project some retail spaces, restaurants are going to be coming in here, some commercial residential areas as well, all while preserving our natural wetlands in the north sector and our community parks.
That's amazing. So upon its completion in 2025, what do you believe the impact will be to the community, the lifestyle, and the real estate market here?
Well, the whole community has been really positive down here. In fact, the studies that were put together when we were talking about putting this whole project together showed that this is going to bring about 4,000 permanent jobs, as well as an economic impact of roughly $500 million a year into the community. The local residential market has been responding very positive to that. In fact, we've gone up roughly 10% in values ever since the construction started just 1 year ago here.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time today and for sharing your knowledge and expertise with us. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate being here.
We are now on 3rd Avenue in downtown Chula Vista. This is where you will see the pride and the heart of the city through its small businesses. This is a walkable town where you can get some fresh air, do a little shopping, get a bite to eat, and of course, try some of the best beer in the county. Let's go take a look at Chula Vista Brewery. Tim, thank you so much for inviting me into your brewery today.
Thank you, Tracy, for having me.
So tell me how the Chula Vista Brewery was born.
Well, it was born, started from me and my wife. We live in this area, and a lot of the buildings was abandoned, and we wanted to see it rejuvenate. So I came up with this idea with a brewery. I told my wife, she thought I was crazy, but we started moving forward with it. We opened up the brewery. We was the first ones on the block. It just became popular, and then everybody started growing around us, and we kind of revamped this entire 3rd Avenue street, and it's just been a blessing since then.
What are you most proud about as it relates to your business?
The most thing I'm proud of is the community, how we all work together, and especially during COVID, it was just amazing.
And I know you do partner with and support a lot of the surrounding businesses in the neighborhood. Can you kind of tell us a little bit how you do that?
Yeah, I hold events where we bring in small businesses along the block and somewhere around the Chula Vista neighborhood, and so they'll set up like a pop-up shop, and we just make a community event. It's almost like a mini farmer's market inside the brewery.
And obviously we know you have a craft beer. And you've won multiple awards over the years, and I know there's one in particular that you're the most proud of. Can you tell us about that one?
Right, it's GABF. So we won twice at GABF. That's the biggest competition in America. It happens once a year, every year in Denver. We won that twice. It's very hard. You're talking about thousands and thousands of beers. And to be able to pull out a medal from there is just amazing.
Well, that is amazing. Thank you so much again for letting me in your brewery, for spending time with me, and for your candidness. And I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much for exploring the beautiful city of Chula Vista, California with me today. And much, much gratitude to my guests, Scott and Tim. See you next time.
Welcome to Financing the American Dream. I'm here today in the suburbs of Philadelphia,
in a township called Upper Dublin that has really grown up a lot lately. Amazing restaurants, great promenade that we're going to check out with fabulous stores. And the best thing about it is that they're building lots of neighborhoods that people want to be in. But let's check out this restaurant first. So Chris, we're here today at Copper Crow. Tell me a little bit about your restaurant.
We call ourselves a New American restaurant. We do have a large menu, an extensive menu of small plates, as well as burgers, pizzas, and steaks.
Yeah, you have some great cocktails over here at this amazing bar.
One cocktail that we really love to talk about is our smoked crow fashion. It's our take on an old fashioned,
right?
And then once it's poured into the glass and garnished, we smoke it with some wood chips and then present it tableside.
Ooh, smoky. So, and this comes just like this?
Just like this, yes.
And what kind of dishes go with a cocktail like this? And when can I drink it?
You can drink it whenever you like.
Okay.
Dishes that go with this cocktail, we really like the Lava Rock Wagyu and also our Salmon Dan Dan, which is a soy mirin glazed salmon, comes with some udon noodles, barbecue mushrooms, and some scallions and peanuts.
Well,
Delicious.
that sounds super delicious. So we're gonna get 2 of those because I'm gonna be meeting a friend here in a little bit. But before that, I'm going to taste this delicious drink. You
Cheers.
need one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Super smooth. Hi, Sue. Super happy to have you, and this is amazing. Why don't you tell me a little bit why people would want to live in this fabulous area?
So here we are in the Up and Dublin area. It's an up-and-coming area. We're right across from the promenade, and it's fabulous for first-time home buyers because they've created such a space and between shopping districts, shops, restaurants. So it's really trying to cater to the next generation. And with that, we're going to see a house today that also is for first-time home buyers.
Let's eat, and then we'll be able to check out that next area to see what this area has to offer with regards to houses.
This is
It was
What's great about this particular community is it encompasses single homes and townhomes.
What would a townhouse in this area cost?
So townhouses run around $450.
And single families?
Single families are between 7 and 8.
Okay, so if you are buying a house that's a townhouse in the 450 range and you're a first-time home buyer, you could literally get into some of the down payment assistance programs. You would need approximately $13,000 and your payment would be about $3,600.
You're getting equity, which is, a tremendous part of home ownership, and this can give you the flexibility to step up into the singles.
Right, and houses in this area are going to be appreciating at least 6% year over year. So it's a perfect house for a first-time home buyer.
Absolutely, perfect.
Yeah, so thanks for showing us this house today.
Sure.
And being with us, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you again.
Wow, we've had a great day looking at everything that Upper Dublin has to offer, and now I'm going to do some shopping, but I will see you next time on Financing the American Dream.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.